I'm finishing up my coffee here at the coffee shop. And what I wanted to do really quick is give you behind the scenes of my platform, media platform that I'm building so that you can see it first. So as you can see here, this is it. I want to keep the website really light and really easy to use. As you see, my YouTube and my Twitter or X is right there, really easy accessible. Right here is going to be like a welcome video. So I'm still working on some things. Um, the two things that I'm really excited about, well, I should say the one thing I'm excited about here is the AI, Tremayne AI. And what is it going to allow you to do, and I'm not going to do a demo of it because you're really seeing behind the scenes. I'm actually here, let me show you really quick what it really looks like. Here, I'm actually training my model right now. So I'm giving all the content, everything about me personally, about my background, my lifestyle and work-life balance. All of this is going to be in here. So people can learn about me really quick through a conversation with my AI agent. Um, Also, yeah, so that's in beta and it's still training. And I also, the other thing I'm excited about is the media kit. This is where I'm going to have an opportunity to collaborate with brands, businesses, through this platform. So here we go here, and then here let me. And I'm still working on a lot of this, and this is what it looks. It's going to have all the information on what I'm doing, the demographics of the people I'm working on, what ways we can collaborate. So I'm really excited. If you've been following, you've seen that this started as just like a little experiment, and now it is morphed into an actual platform of transform reality master you now, and that's you're literally seeing this play out in real time. I'm sure you've heard the advice of building your personal brand, and yes, that's important, but I want to challenge the idea of personal branding. Personal branding is becoming more obsolete, especially as the market becomes so saturated. Because everybody is known, you might have some people that are known for fitness or some people that are known for finance, whatever their thing is. There's so many of it. It's almost becoming a commodity. When you become a personal brand, you become a commodity. And that's the last thing you want to become right now, because you just sound like the same old thing over and over again. The way I look at it is leveraged identity. Leveraged identity, which gives you the freedom and the capacity to show up as your whole self. So I'm leveraging my identity to inspire me, to inspire others. Leveraging my identity helps me identify my incentives. It's just a different level of playing the game. Leveraged identity. So I just see this shift happening. So for instance, and I think I used this example before, you see someone like Mark Zuckerberg. Mark Zuckerberg, if you notice, the way he's been dressing lately, he's going through his streetwear era. His streetwear era where he's wearing, like streetwear stuff with like necklaces, and he's trying to look cool. But what he's doing is he's actually leveraging his identity, or he's trying to create a new identity. He's creating a new identity to be leveraged, because his personal brand was more of like the robotic person, the robotic Mark Zuckerberg with wearing the gray shirts, and that was a season. But now he's leveraging his identity because I believe AI, this era of AI, and being relatable and being human, like those things are going to matter more than anything. And your identity, you are you. This is one of one content. And that's the thing. You want to document
and create one-of-one content. So stay tuned.
I'm about to head into a meeting, but I wanted to know from you does this concept of leverage identity make sense? I'm curious. I know it's a new approach, new way of looking at it. But let me know in the comments what you think about it. This idea of leveraged identity. Does this spark any ideas for you? Like, what resonates about that? What doesn't resonate about this idea of leveraged identity versus personal brand? Leveraged identity versus personal brand. I want to hear from you. Here, let me dive a little bit deeper into this leveraged identity idea. So I was just walking through the Twitter streets or the X streets, and 32 minutes ago, someone I follow, Brandon, I think I brought him up before. I'm going to read this for you really quick. Vision. Your job is going away, but it's good news. In the future, what you call your job today will be what you choose to do and be compensated for by the second. It will happen in real time, fractionally, with people who share your dreams, vision, and property. You'll use AI to 1,000x your productivity and smart contracts to coordinate without massive corporations or long-term commitments. Here we go. You'll be excellent at many things with no bounds. Your identity will become decentralized, formless. Did you hear that? Your identity will become decentralized and formless. And this is what I'm saying. Like, as I'm sharing this with you, I'm blessed to be able to be on the forefront in terms of like the people that I interact with we're all thinking on the same level of and seeing how things are playing out while maintaining being present. And this goes again to show about this idea of leveraged identity. And this was 32 minutes ago. So it was right on time. One of the reasons why I'm personally trying to break out of the frame of personal branding or influencer or vlogger or YouTuber, you name it. I want to break out of that frame because of the idea of mimetic desire. Mimetic desire. Have you ever heard of a mime? Like the mimes that, move around like this? That's where the word mimetic comes from. And what happens is when you're in these bubbles, in these frames, you're trying to match the desires of the people in that frame. So if you're branded as, I'm trying to think of somebody off the top, if you're branded as, I'm thinking the fitness guy. If you're branded as the fitness guy, you're going to do what everybody else in the fitness world is doing. You're looking to the left, you're looking at, what supplements they're using. You look like it's a mimetic desire, and you don't get a chance to really leverage your true identity. Now, there's a place for that. I mean, and I said this before, the internet unlocks a lot of these identity values that we can bring to the table. It unlocks all those things, but at the same time, you don't want to get trapped in that. And I think the future affords for us not to be trapped in those frames, but breaking those frames as from leveraging your identity, decentralizing your identity. I always say, I'm not going to get into that part. But anyway, breaking that frame is very important to me, especially as we move in the next 3, 4, 5 years, and decentralization and blockchain and smart contracts. You're going to be able to do so much more with who you are as a person. Your productivity is going to 1,000x of what it is right now. So just think about that, if you're out there, if you're an entrepreneur, if you're a leader, you're branding yourself out there, just understand the cost associated with that. So I'm just trying to just increase my capacity, which hopefully increases your capacity
on how you value yourself and see yourself in these streets. No, in the market or whatever. No matter how you describe or define success, we now have an opportunity to break the frame of any type of traditional values of success to really create what it is that we see the vision for our lives. And that's the main point that I really want to drive home, is that who you are, your identity, you're one of one. There's nobody like you in the universe. You're one of one. And if you truly believe that, and sometimes it takes some time to really get to that place of really believing that, wow, you're one of one. And because of that identity and getting to the core of who you are, which sometimes takes work, which sometimes takes a lot of suffering, mistakes, all those learnings that you gather, it gets you to this place of like understanding who you are, who your identity, is as a starting point. And it's just a starting point. So with that said, I'm heading home for the evening. If you made it this far, like I always say, you might as well go ahead and subscribe, because you never know what's going to happen next episode. Peace.